What is up, YouTube? We are back yet again at the California State Fair. We didn't want to leave you waiting any longer. We are here for the second time on July 24th because today is Military Appreciation Day, where the California State Fair is allowing free entry for military, active duty, veterans, even your first responders and more. So we'll put a little bit of the details somewhere here. So a little miscommunication about the tickets for the Military Appreciation Day. Everywhere that we read on the website said you had to go on vettix.org to kind of request your tickets and print them out. We get here and we forgot our tickets at home. So we decided, let's see if we can walk in, see what it does. We each have our military ID and they have it where they can scan the tickets right there. You just need to show a military ID or a first responder ID and it's free entry.
So my work was fortunate enough to let us come out here and actually enjoy the Appreciation Day. So that's really freaking cool, just to boost the morale a little bit up and just give us a chance to enjoy the day. So follow along, let's see what we can do, try some food that we didn't get to try last time, and of course see what special things they have going on for the Appreciation Day for the first responders and military. So. Oh, hey, sorry, had to do some work. Let's go.
This is also an area we didn't get to come to last time. It's Smokey Bear's 80th birthday.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So welcome to Sparky's Firehouse.
He's the fire dog, right?
He is the fire dog.
Yeah.
He's right here. Sometimes we get him to come out of the state fair and hang out with everybody. But in Sparky's Firehouse, we're going to talk about a couple different lessons. The first one is right there on the wall. Do you guys know what that's called? Fire alarm. Come in. We're going to make the sound together, guys. Beep, beep, beep. If we hear the smoke alarm sound, that means there might be a fire in the house. So we want to get out. So get out and stay out. We're going to crawl because all the clean air is closer to the ground. Heat and smoke rise. We're going to get to our door, which is our first way out. Put the back of our hand on that door. If it's hot or I see smoke coming through the cracks, am I going to open that door?
No.
No. I'm going to look for my second way out because we want to know two ways out. What do you think is our second way out, guys?
Window.
The window, yep. So I'm going to go to the window, open it, get out. So it's important that we all developed a home fire escape plan. And what we do is we draw a map of our house. We're going to label all of the rooms in our house, draw our smoke alarms, and then in each room we're going to draw two ways out of every single room. So we have a backup plan. Then we're going to draw our safe meeting place. That's where we're all going to go when we get outside. And that's important that we all know because if we all go outside, we're at the tree, the firefighters show up, they're going to ask us, is everybody out? And we can count and we can say, yes, we're all out. But if Brandon didn't know that our safe meeting place was the tree, and he goes down the street, firefighters are going to show up and they're going to say, is everybody out? And we look around, Brandon's missing. So we're going to say, no, Brandon's missing. They have to go inside the house and try to look for him. They can't put out the fire until they make sure everybody's out.
We just left Sparky's Firehouse and now we're heading to the old firehouse on Lily Lane and Rocky Road.
So do you guys see anything wrong with the stove here? It's cluttered. Yeah, it's cluttered. What should not belong on here? The sponge. Yeah, the sponge.
The
Measuring cups?
the strainer thing, yes.
And the strainer, the measuring cups.
Anything besides the cooking pan.
Yes, anything like that on there. And how about the handle? Does the handle look wrong?
It
Yeah.
shouldn't be sticking out. It should be facing
On the
away.
side?
Yeah, on
to
the
the
side.
side or to the back? Because if anybody walks by, we wouldn't want it to hurt someone. Do you guys know what to do if there's a grease or oil fire in the pan?
I think you use salt to put it out, no?
Salt? Not quite.
No?
Maybe use something that I'm holding.
Oh, the lid.
The lid, yeah.
So it doesn't overflow?
We use the lid to smother the fire because oxygen is a fuel to a fire, so that's the reason why. And make sure to turn it off.
So we actually recommend the Class K one. There's actually an acronym on how to use it. It's called PASS. P for pull, A for aim at the base, S for squeeze, and the other S is to sweep.
We were saying earlier, right? It's his 80th birthday, but look how muscular he is. All them freaking fires he's been fighting. That's what keeps him tough. I know that a lot of this seems like it's geared to like smaller children, and it really is, right? But safety, you need to break it down to like the lowest level. And there were some things that I completely forgot about, just didn't pay attention, like having a safety plan if something were to happen in the house. Like that's pretty important to have. So these guys are really cool. They make things just fun, right? Just fun. And what better day to even do this than on the appreciation day for first responders and military. So I mean, so far this is a pretty good day, pretty chill day.
And it's for Smokey's birthday too.
And it's Smokey's birthday, and that man, I mean, Smokey looking buff. So I don't know.
The houses are really informational. The high schoolers who are volunteering are amazing.
Yeah, so they have some bright futures ahead of them. I mean, it starts at the youth, and it just keeps going up from there.
Not sure if you can even see, but there's even like Smokey's little tracks on the ground as you're walking through here. So that's a fun little touch they did for this entire area. This is really nicely done.
So anyway, there's a lot of information that we learned too. Like we finally finished everything. It took about 30 minutes. I mean, you know, the outside bark of the tree is like a shield that protects it. Like, there's just different things I didn't know. Like a rock hitting a blade that can start a fire, can cause a little spark. And those are things we don't really think about. I mean, coming from Florida or living in somewhere where it's very tropical and there's a lot of like moisture. Here it's very dry, so just fires are just so prominent here. I mean, you can even see it there, fire danger. It's very high. I say this is a must-do, especially if you're a resident of California or just around a lot of like where it's dry. So.
And especially if you have little kids, this is great knowledge because I'm not sure if they teach a lot of this in school anymore. All right, so once you're done getting all your stamps, then you come back to Camp Smokey Command Post where you turn it in and you get a little prize. Oh, perfect. Thank you so much. All right, we got the charcuterie. Man, he did it up. It looks beautiful. All right, so we just stopped in the Save Mart Pavilion, I guess you would say, where they have the wine bar. We stopped and got us some wine slushes. And the one thing that we missed last time, we were just so beyond full from the other food, was the build your own charcuterie board. Now, they have some that are already pre-made, like the meats and cheeses that pair really well together, or they have it where you can just pick your favorites and he'll make your customized board. And you get to keep the board as your souvenir, and it has like a little engraved of the state of California. I thought that was so amazing. Now, typically you would pick 2 cheese, 2 meats, 2 fruits or vegetables. We couldn't pick. Everything just looked so amazing, and the guy who did it, he did an amazing job. Like, look at this spread. It looks so amazing. Now, the only thing, like Aaliyah said, we don't have toothpicks to grab them, but
We have nails.
so, I mean, I'm really excited. All right, so we just finished our charcuterie board, which I'm full from it. I don't know how about everyone else, but it is so filling. And all of the quality meats and cheeses on it, amazing. I truly enjoyed the experience of having a charcuterie board with our wine slush, which now it's just really cold wine. But overall, for this experience at a fair, I give it a 5. Because what other fair can you do that?
mom says I have bougie taste, and I guess she's right. I really like the charcuterie, especially smoked Gouda. That was delicious. The pepperoni, the crackers, and those fresh grapes. Those grapes were good too.
So what do you rate it?
5.
I give it a 4 out of 5. But when you add the experience with the charcuterie, the amount of food that they gave us, and when you pair it with a slushie, the right environment, and again, the experience, I say it's a 5 because you do get to keep the board. The food was really good and it filled us up. Actually, it filled us all 3 of us up, and it's just a platter of protein and cheese. I love the honey. The honey tasted so floral and it had a lot of body to it. So that's a different type of honey that I've ever had actually. So this is a legit honey. I'm pretty sure it's from here, from California. And the grapes too, the grapes tasted different. They tasted really good. So 5 out of 5.
They're doing judging. I think this is different food. Right now they're doing cookies.
What did you say?
I made a joke that next year I should apply and insert my cookies in there, but
Do you think we should apply next year? Yeah?
I'm kidding. I'm nervous. All right, so they're taking a little break right now, but later today we'll be coming back to check out the preliminary round 2 of the Dinner 911 Cooking Challenge. So it'll be happening here where they have the different groups of military, veteran, and first responder chefs.
All right, so right now it is 102 degrees. You said it was 103?
Yeah, my phone says 103.
Well, my wife is saying 102. And oddly enough, last time when we were here, it was 113. And oddly enough, 102 feels fantastic.
It does.
I don't know if we're crazy, we just adapted really quick. But 102 feels fantastic compared to 113. So when we first came here, it was opening day and we got to see Vanilla Ice and All for One. Just like any big event that ever happens, usually the person that closes out the event are very, very big people, like huge, famous in the music world or whatever world. At that stage over there, come this Sunday, Lupillo Rivera and Mi Banda El Mexicano are gonna be there. Insert Brianna's favorite song. It's gonna be crazy.
Are you guys ready for a super fun show?
5 out of 5 again. 5 out of 5. Benito's Tacos.
Thank you so much.
Just really close to them, like that. And then eventually they'll catch. Or sometimes they won't. It's kind of like fishing. You gotta keep trying.
Okay.
Have fun.
Thank
Watch
you.
your step.
Look, you can stand up closer. There you go. It's eating it, Aaliyah. I'm gonna try to feed this big one over here.
I know I didn't even get so close.
Me neither.
These butterflies are more trusting than other ones.
They are. There's so many of them too.
These butterflies are like attached.
Yeah.
What? I'm picking it up.
Oh my gosh, that's so crazy.
Is this normal?
That one latched completely onto your...
Very happy.
It's eating all the food that's on there.
You
Oh,
can see
they
it.
do have little black dots. That means they're a male?
Yep.
That's interesting. We never knew that. So when I was in culinary school, our final exam was our own version of Chopped, where our instructors gave us a mystery basket. So we didn't just get one mystery item. We had a whole basket and we didn't know what the items were. And my items were like catfish, I think like zucchini or something, and then chayote. Before that, I had never heard what a chayote was, so I did my research, and you can do so much with it. I sauteed it with garlic, and it's kind of like potato, And then I also did another one where I made a salsa and I made a chayote agua fresca, which is very fresh, kind of like cucumber. So selfishly, I'm kind of hoping they have one like that.
All of our veterans and all of our first responders. So if you are currently in the military, will you raise your hands, please? You're 30 right now. Yes, yell it out. What do you do?
So I'm communications.
Communications.
In the Army.
That means you talk a lot.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit. In the U.S. Army, ladies and gentlemen. Do we have any veterans with us today? Please raise your hands, veterans. Yes, all the way in the back. Please, what branch were you in? Army. Army, right back there, ladies and gentlemen. Army. U.S. Army, right here. Thank you. Well, this is going to be a blast. Do we have any first responders in the house? Yes, what are you? Fire captain. Fire captain. Safety, remind everybody what you're judging on today.
Okay, let's go a score of 100. So presentation is 25 points, taste is 30 points, the usage of the mystery ingredient is 15 points.
Our chef, come on out, guys. Sac PD, what would be the worst possible secret ingredient?
Eggplant.
What would be the worst possible secret ingredient?
Our motto is adapting over time, so we're not really scared of anything, but
He said we're not really scared of anything. Apples.
Apples. We're very happy with that. All right, where do the apples go besides the dessert?
The apples are also in that sauce right, but it didn't quite make it on the dish.
No.
Put it on the dish.
On the dish, we're giving you 5 seconds. Then
Put it on the dish.
That looks good. Oh, that looks so good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Beale Air Force Base, Sac PD. In third place today in this round, kitchen number 1, Beale Air Force Base. I'm so afraid I'm going to say the wrong one. Will it be Sac PD? What do you think? Will it be Sac City Fire? In second place, ladies and gentlemen, in this round today, in second place, kitchen number 3.
right, so we watched the second preliminary of the cooking, and it was actually pretty interesting. The time seemed to go by pretty fast. After they were done cooking, all the judges and the food went to the back and they did their testing, and they were bringing out samples. Unfortunately, we got skipped over for samples each time. Not anyone's fault. I mean, it's just we weren't in the front, but the police department won, which they had apple in each of their courses. We're gonna go head over to the other pavilion to see any other shows they might have going on, and then we might make it back over here for the finale, but we'll see how that works out. But overall, just the cooking shows in general are really interesting in there.
See that line over there? Like, who are they lining up for? Panda el Mexicano until next week.
I was really excited about this show. I've heard from old friends of ours that they had been hypnotized when they went to Vegas, and they said like it was real because they, and I believe them because they are not the ones to play around with stuff like this. So I was like, oh man, I want to watch it. To me, it just really seemed like if you weren't following her guidance, then they're like, okay, you're not being hypnotized. You can go sit down in the audience. I don't know. I don't want to say I don't believe it, but it just didn't make me feel like it was real as I thought. That's awesome.
No one corrected us on the hot dog issue. Kind of disappointing, you guys. Come on. So when we left, we did a little bit of research, and come to find out, Milo's corn dog is the equivalent to Fletcher's corn dog in Texas. How did you guys let us fail? Come on. We gotta do California good. So about to try this, and I mean already it looks pretty good. So.
It looks better than the one we got opening day.
There's a lot of breading in there.
Now only Aaliyah can really determine the taste difference
from the one she had
opening day.
You see all that breading? You get the sweetness from the cornbread out layer. What is it?
Yeah, the cornmeal.
The cornmeal is pretty sweet, but not too sweet. This is a pretty good corn dog. Milo's is where it's at, not the other one.
I wouldn't be able to eat a whole one. I just get tired of corn dogs really fast. That's pretty comparable to Fletcher's though. I think the only difference is Fletcher's is all beef, the ones that we would get. But the breading and everything, really nice crunch on the outside. It's a quality corn dog. Oh, okay. All right guys, so that is it for our second day at the California State Fair. Overall, a lot of the activities that we missed last time were really fun to check out today. It's just really hot. So, I mean, it's still 97 degrees out.
Believe it or not, it's somehow 7 o'clock here, like 7 p.m., you know, bright as day.
Overall, what was your favorite part of today?
The cooking show. I felt like we were part of the actual cooking show, and it was really fun to see first responders and military kind of coming together, and then you see the audience, they're like a community as well. So I thought it was really cool, and that was like the highlight of the day for me.
It's the charcuterie. I'm still full from it even though it's been hours.
If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. We're really growing our community here, and we want you to follow us along on our next adventure, whatever that may be. And be sure to like this video and let us know in the comments, what was your favorite part? Did you know about the events that they did today, or even any event for military and first responders?
So we hope a little bit of information we gave kind of helps you guys. And there's only 4 more days as of today left of this fair. So it's a pretty short fair, but it actually is a lot of fair. Like we probably walked around the whole thing maybe 3 times throughout the entire day. So it's a pretty big fair.
Yeah. So there's a little bit of everything. We still never made it over to the animals, and barely any of the rides. So this fair is a pretty big one. But anyways, once again, thank you guys, and we'll see you on the next one.
All right, thank you. Bye.